What's up, guys? It's your boy Johnny Marvo. So today, what I want to talk about is when you're trying something and you expect support from people, stop. Because when you first do something, um, you might get a few people that are like, "Hey, yo, do that thing," and it's kind of different for different situations. So I'd say the situation where you're gonna get the most support initially is if you're you're doing something that you're already known for doing. So let's say, for example, if you're a singer and you sing, like you've always sang, and people are like, "Wow, you're really good," blah blah blah. Maybe you put up a few Instagram videos here, and people are like, "Wow, you should do this, you should do this." Then when you actually start to do it, you'll probably get some support. I haven't. I guess I've kind of had a little bit of experience with that. In my own experience, I'm a fit individual, so I'm in good shape. And whenever I post anything that has to do with fitness or anything that has to do with working out or whatever, I get a positive feedback from it. I get a lot of positive feedback. I get like, "Wow, man, you're doing your thing, blah blah blah. Train me, blah blah blah. All this stuff or whatever." But as soon as you try to step outside of that box, as soon as you try to do something that people don't, at least your immediate circle and your immediate network doesn't know you for, they are not going to support you. So don't expect it. If you come out of the blue with something, expect very, very few people to support you. And it's not a bad thing, I guess. It's just like something you need to be prepared for. It's because it can be, if you come into it with the mindset that you're gonna get the support of these people, then it could be debilitating to you when you don't. But I think if you just go in and you know that, then you'll do your thing, and eventually they'll join in. They'll join in because you're breaking their image of you, and like human beings like to figure things out. So when they think they have you figured out, they solidify that thought of you. That's who you are to them. So then when you try to get out of that, now you're creating a whole bunch of extra cognitive work for them to do, so they don't want to do that. So they'd rather dismiss it and be like, "No, this person's acting abnormally," as opposed to, "I just didn't figure this person out." I think that's how it works. So the good thing about when you first start out is nobody really knows you besides your little network, and your network is probably so small that it's insignificant. Even if you became famous and they still didn't support you, it would be insignificant to your fan base. You wouldn't even notice it. So that's the good thing about it. So like I said, just don't focus on those people supporting you. Focus on gaining an organic following. So like on this YouTube page specifically, I didn't promote it on my Instagram. I didn't promote it on my Facebook. I'm not promoting it because there's really no reason to. I might get a few like ghost subscribers, like subscribers that just subscribe and then never check out my page again. I feel like if I just organically grow subscribers, it'll be more useful because these people are actually coming back, or they found me and they actually subscribe because of the content, not because they feel like they need to support me out of some fake loyalty or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So build whatever you're doing, focus on what you're doing, and do that thing. If it's outside of the box, don't let the lack of support make you feel uncomfortable in doing what it is that you know you should do. You know what I mean? Don't that's happened to me a few times where I feel uncomfortable because I don't get support, or I get maybe even you get negative feedback from something that you're trying out. You know what I mean? Something that you know you can do, but you just haven't done it yet because maybe you just gotten to the point where you feel comfortable expressing yourself doing this thing. So you're trying it now, and you're letting the negative feedback of the people closest to you discourage you. Do not do that. Do not do it. You know if you're good at what you're doing, or you know if you're capable of getting good at what it is that you're trying to do. So if you know that you're capable of it, then do it. Disregard everything. Disregard feedback. Feedback is irrelevant. That's something that Eddie Murphy said. He said like he doesn't really read this was back when he was like the hottest thing in the world. He didn't really read what the critics said, or maybe he read it but he just disregarded it. He didn't really like allow it to affect his creative process, because once you do, now you're tailoring your own creativity to fit what you think these people want, and they don't even really know what they want. They just think they know what they want because of what's happened in the past. So they're just trying to box you into their what they've already experienced. But if you're being creative, this should be something new. So it should be something that's like, oh, they didn't expect it. Some people are open-minded, they're gonna be like, wow, that's really good. And some people are not. So they're gonna be like, what is he trying to do? What is she trying to do? What are they trying to do? Like, but you can't allow that to affect your path. Don't do it. I promise you, it will work out if you don't do it. Tory Lanez, another person who, like, I guess he was, when he was first starting, he was trying to make music, people were not supporting him at all. He's like, I would say go watch some of his interviews. They're very inspiring. They like, people just, I guess, shitted on him kind of his whole life, and he just has this inner like confidence, this self-confidence, this inner assuredness that he is good, and that he knows that he's good, and he knows that he's going to be able to be the best artist in the world. And he's, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna say he's the best artist in the world, but he's made big leaps in that direction because he just did not care about what other people had to say about what he does. You do what you do. I'm gonna quote another celebrity, Idris Elba. He said, you put your head down and you just work. You work away. I think the example he was using was when he was swimming. If he swims 25 laps, if he's looking up to see what lap he's on, he's gonna be done by like lap 15, 20, you know what I mean? But if you just put your head down, do what you need to do, just keep going, keep going, keep going. By the time you look up, you'll, in that analogy, you'll finish your 25 laps, but in real life, you'll look up and be like, wow, look at how far I've come from where I started. And you'll notice that the people who did not support you, who were hating on you, are now supporting you and want to be attached to you. I mean, it's like this is a known thing. This is something that like people always talk about once they're famous. They always talk about like how people jump on after, and it's like, we know that, but even so, when we're starting, we kind of still allow it to discourage us. But you got to be like ice cold. You just can't let it. You can't let it penetrate you. You just gotta. It might affect you, but you always gotta put your mind back on track, so that you're pushing forward and you're focused on you and what you need to do. All right. So, comment, subscribe, like. Let me know what y'all think. Today I'm not even gonna. This is not BS. This is the truth. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know if this is helpful. Let me know if you've had experiences like this. Like I want to talk to people and really interact and see, like, because I know I've gone through it, so I know other people have gone through it, and I just want to let you know, do not ever let it shake you. You know what I mean? Don't ever let it shake you. So Johnny Marvo, out.